and welcome to another episode of the Poetry Group Podcast. As always, my name is D'Artagnan Solis, and I'm joined and supported here by my co-host, Jeremiah Griffin. Jeremiah, how you doing?
You already know what it is, Acchison.
And now, with all that energy, let's get a breakdown of what we're going to get into today. We got 3 poem thingies. We're going to react to them. People are going to be performing. We're going to get... We're going to have a good time with y'all. Then we're going to get into everyone's favorite segment of the podcast, the 10-minute poetry prompt. We will share out those poetry prompts. We'll read some comments, and we'll all have a great day. Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
As we're moving over here, just an update. I moved into my new apartment, so we are.
Oh yeah.
We got the new setup coming together. It was up real late because the dog did not like where he was sleeping last night. He's gonna have to get used to it though. And he kept waking everybody up. So bear with me as we jump into the first poem, "Robbing Santa" by Chev.
Wait. Before you were in a not so bad neighborhood, and have you moved into a so bad neighborhood or a not so neighborhood?
We're in a neutral neighborhood right now. It's quiet. I ain't hear no one get shot, no sirens. It was pretty good, pretty good.
Neutral neighborhood. I might need a poem about that. Go ahead.
All right, let's get it.
Now I know we got 6 months to pull this off, but I'm a Virgo, so nigga, I don't waste time. Collectively, this year, we finna rob Santa Claus. Y'all, he got to pay what he owe. I'm sick of dudes skipping my house every year like we don't pay tithes, like we don't bake cookies. I mean, a bearded white man who's been watching everything and coming back to bless you just for being nice never made sense in my neighborhood, but we learned to say our prayers anyway. And we learned to write our lists anyway because we wanted things. Like, I wanted my mother off the naughty list. I want to know why she got to work every Eve, Xmas, and Boxing Day just fighting to feed this family. I want to know how much fruitcake you got to make for your Jesus. Stop skipping his birthday party. Hell, I just wanted a bike when mine got stole. I remember my boys found out who had it. I thought we was going to ride on him and let Jingle Bell rock till we found out his mama smoked it. She sold his bike, turning her body into the chimney they never had. Now he just praying to get her off the cycle. I started playing ball in high school. My parents got me one for 4 straight years. I don't know if they thought this was the only way I make it out of here, or if they just worked too many hours to know anything else about me. For college, I moved out the South to a city where it always snowed. I was hoping that it'd get me close to the privilege of a white Christmas. You see, it's hard not to be the Grinch when every walk in your shoes is a green mile. Back at home, my father's chestnut skin was roasting like an open fire because 3 unwise men with stockings over their heads opened fire trying to take our gifts and his presents. I found out from street to sea when you're sleeping, but don't say shit to your family. My mama says she couldn't talk to me about it because it's more important that I focused in school. Like when you're from the hood, your grades are always a little more important than staying alive, and I'm fucking tired of that bearded white man skipping over my house like we ain't paid all our fucking tithes, baby. Xmas just supposed to be a birthday party, but the Jesus on my block ain't get candles. He got crosses to bear and burn under. More likely to be in a box by the age of 25 than to receive one on December 25th. So if I can't bring Santa to the hood, nigga, we bringing the hood to Santa. I wanted a North Pole with a long nose, till everybody freeze, till them elves look like lawn gnomes. Lord knows the pain of people who done prayed for everything, but ain't got nothing. So this Christmas, my wish list is a hit list of the rich men who sleigh ride over the moon just to skip the apocalypse, and every politician who's ever promised a pot to piss. And I ain't taking naughty list names. We taking hostages, so load the bag, get the sleigh. Yo, Jack Frost, if he in the way. Mrs. Claus, on the mistletoes, tell her... Yeah, so y'all with me. Okay, cool. We said we gonna load the bag. You get the sleigh. You Jack Frost if he in the way. You see Mrs. Claus on the mistletoes. Tell her every kiss begins with K. Tell Kringle the time for us to mingle is in that past tense. Give a fuck about your presence, boy. I done got used to your absence. We used to heat in the wintertime right on the stove, so I ain't came in the off season and I came for the cold. You see a pressure make diamonds. My surroundings had a stress to make a chain here. Give one out for every time you turn a deaf ear to the pain here. Give out shine instead of shackles like most of the chains that they wear. And if we don't get to see sunshine Claus, I'm just gonna have to hold the reindeer, you know. If you never see sunshine, eventually you just gonna have to hold the reindeer. And wouldn't y'all come for everything if you came from nothing?
thoughts on Robbing Santa by Chev?
Well, first off, I muted myself. Second off,
That sigh of relief?
it's a sigh of like there was pressure, bro. I had to fucking release myself before I went and robbed Santa with my nigga Chev.
Yeah, it was very inspiring.
Yeah, I think like well, first off, bars on bars, and I feel like he stopped reciting poetry and started battle rapping Santa.
Yeah, at that Jack Frost pivot point, like
Yeah, I was like, yo, like he's performing the same way as a rap battle, and even the crowd responding.
yeah,
Same
cutting
way
him
as a
off
rap
like it was a
battle.
rap battle.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the delivery too, especially because like to me, although it wasn't the same energy the second half as the first half, it was never like a performance. It felt like he was just telling a story,
Yep,
his
yep.
side, and then the wordplay I thought was insane. Like, who is this guy? He got to be stealing from someone, right? You know.
Like, that was
And
Jack
then,
Frost to be in the way. I was like,
no, right. So it's just like I don't know. Homie wrote it well. That's a talent. And then I felt like in every way that he could, he made it relatable. No matter, I feel like, I guess I shouldn't say no matter who you are, but on what side you come from, or maybe I should say he painted the picture clear to the
Yeah.
point that you can understand it no matter what you come from. In my opinion.
I definitely agree with that point because what stuck out to me was he did have a lot of bars on bars. Like that was something that you have to listen to twice, 3 times to catch everything, or not to necessarily to catch everything, but to process and remember everything. Because it was a lot. But the imagery he was using, he was painting that picture. He said we had them warm winters, like, and then the subversion of expectation. He said at the stove with the fire. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. As I don't know, just being able. I feel like most of the bars too were. I mean, I guess that's what a bar is, but it's like two-sided in terms of like, say if it was a video.
Oh yeah.
It's the first half of the bar. I start on one side. You know, say the side of the robbed, the person being robbed, and it's like the second half of the bar. I am immediately the robber, like the thief. You know what I mean? And like it just seemed like most of the lines hit like that. The way you just say it, it's like fuck. I'm here and I'm there and I'm here and I'm there. You know.
I like also the message behind this one too, right? The idea of Christmas. I used to, when I started working with youth, the idea that we shouldn't celebrate Christmas like was tossed around, and I was like, man, they out here taking more holidays, taking more things, like what, you know, like very stuck in my ways. But I never really thought about the psychological impact that has, right? If your family's poor and everyone else around you is telling you didn't get shit for Christmas because you were a bad kid, it didn't matter what you were doing. Like it didn't matter the grades you put up. It didn't matter how well you behaved you were. Like if you believed in Santa, you believed, dang, I didn't get what I wanted because I was a bad kid. Right. And that has to have a negative psychological impact on you. Then you have the second half of that where or not the second half of the poem, right off the rip of the poem, he's like, the idea that this white man was gonna come in here and give us all the things that we wanted always sounded weird to begin with. But I said my prayers because I wanted shit, and I was like that. He set the tone right away.
Well, for me too, that white man was like, I don't know, because I see like a lot of times when you draw God. Sorry, not to cut you off, but it is to cut you off. Shut up. When you like see God drawn, it is a large white man with a white beard who is also supposed to give you the things you want.
Yep.
But continue.
No, I think you said it right. I feel like I can just ramble on this poem for a while. I was very impressed, but we do have 2 more to get into. So let's jump on over to Shakindaworld. If you are
vote for that one and get the breakdown in the comments. Vote for that one and get the breakdown in the comments, bro.
Vote for that one. Also, I am working on the other 2. I have scripts written for them. They'll be out soon. It's just time, bro. Time.
Yeah. Talk is cheap. Drop the video.
I feel like that needs to be clipped and put into our intros and outros. That's
Should.
That's clippable. All right, here we go. Shakindaworld. I'm in the shit.
That doesn't say I'm in the shit.
You say it
Please read
then.
it again.
You say it then.
I don't know what that first word is, so I'm gonna say what I want to say.
Oh, it says I'm the
Shaking
shit.
the world. I'm the shit.
I.
But what if her name is Shakinda? Is it, or it could be a him?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say shaking the world. That's
it's
my vote.
shaking the world. I'm the shit. I agree with you. I was on my Wakanda level wokeness.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I need to go back to sleep.
It could be a play on words with the name, because what if the name is Shakinda? It's like Shakinda world.
It's shaking the world.
It's kind of world. Shaking the world. That's what we're going with. I'm the shit. Let's get it.
Shakind, a world. I'm the shit.
Moo, I'm the shit. No cow manure. Queens get the moolah, that's something for your medulla. You see how shorty stone niggas, yeah, she Medusa. Or you really making moves but don't know how to maneuver? I be making moves, bro. Yeah, I'm running back for y'all. Moo, I'm the shit. Moo, I'm the shit, no cow manure. Queens get the moolah, that's something for your medulla. You see how shorty stone niggas, yeah, she Medusa. Oh, you really making moves but don't know how to maneuver? About to have this game fucked up. No common sutures, helping sons really birth they craft. Something like doulas, I'm exemplary. I'm exemplary, y'all elementary, gotta school ya. Nigga, you a pussy just hiding. You a fupa, I stay cooped up. I'm exemplary, y'all elementary, gotta school ya. Nigga, you a pussy just hiding. You a fupa, I stay cooped up. These niggas stay in the Cooper. She could be a Lois Lane, but I ain't super. Man, I ain't saving these hoes, I'm calling out ya. Man, you be loving these hoes, I don't, we not the same. Hold on, I got y'all. Making words sound like an onomatopoeia. Bow, that's my heater. Just be trigger happy when an op want a meter. Wish a shorty give a curveball, I'm Derek Jeter. That's what I said. Oh shit. I love y'all so much. Wish a shorty give a curveball, I'm Derek Jeter. Wish a nigga slap my shorty, I go Vegeta. Man, these hits, they land together, no Pangea. Social, real social. Wish a nigga slap my shorty, I go Vegeta. Man, these hits, they land together, no Pangea. I be putting bands together, no band leader. Ain't none get to the bread, no Peter. Man, I'm just a family guy, no Peter. I said, hold up, Jack. I'm a samurai. See, you better jet, son, cause I'm about to fly. So duck, no daffy, road runner. Can't catch me in the streets of my game. We do Scooby moves, we shaggy. Not too shabby, it took me courage to use this. I'm not cowardly, dog. Blue Clues been on this blueprint. Backyard again is a movement. We give Oscar and Oscar and boot Dora out the casa. Dead ass. I'm tired of Dora. Stay swiping with Swiper. I quiet as Zoe goes one-on-one with Lizzie McGuire. Always getting stitched up with Lilo. Adventure Time, now we finding Nemo. Growing up, I thought Caillou went through chemo. I'm just saying. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Codename Kid Next Door shoes. Facts, my guy. I'm not gonna lie. I used to have a crush on number 5 because she's sexy. Feeling like I'm all that with Amanda. Man, with all these cosmos, I wonder. All of my haters be saying Dinkelberg. Me, my vocab because word goes beyond superb. Subs at Sonic. Speed so sonic, but while you dragging tails, see it's Knuckles is gonna overshadow Tails. I wish with all my heart. Can you guys say that with me? 1, 2, 3. I wish that Darkwing Duck would just come out the dark, but Donald, since I'm the author, I write DW. Cause I'm dreaming my girl's powers to puff. She could blossom of bubbles to be my buttercup. I love y'all so much, man. I love y'all, man. It was a whole new world with Jasmine, no Aladdin, except that this skin tone and living color acting. To get to that bedrock, I had to bam, bam, pebbles. Okay. In the class of 3000, I'm an outcast. My boo-boo bears in me like I'm Yogi, living sweets and sweets of the life of Zach and Cody. I sitcom for sitcoms. My cartoons full of cartoons. That's that network. So I hope you guys can network.
Why he ain't had no head? Why he ain't had no head?
That audience member was probably the best part of that poem.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite part.
Why he ain't had no hair?
Said no break, cause why he ain't had no head? Why he ain't had no head? I'm gonna say that at work all week.
Why he ain't had no hair?
I'm like, Jeremiah, how's your morning? Why he ain't had no head?
I'd be cackling, bro. Honest thoughts on this poem, for anybody listening. This is the first time I heard the poem, so as we experienced it together, I feel like he was doing too much. I feel like for the sake of making more references, the poem didn't make sense. What do you think?
I think I should have gave my feedback first.
No, let's hear it.
Well, this is the thing. I was going to say that, and I don't like sounding like, oh, yeah, I was going to say that. Like, I didn't have none of my own thoughts. But so I will say the very first line made me think I wasn't going to like the poem.
I don't even remember what the first line was. What was that?
Fuck. I think he said, bitch, I'm a cow.
Oh, he did the Doja Cat thing. Moolah.
No, I'm the shit, no cow manure or something like that.
Yeah, I'm the shit, no cow manure.
And I didn't like the way, like, it's a bar, but it's like one of those bars that's overused, and it's like, come on, bro. But then when he continued, and then he started over, I was like, okay. Then the next section for a long time, I actually thought was really good. I was like, okay, the wordplay is cool, it's fun.
Is that when he went into the they don't know how to maneuver?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that part was good.
But then I think when he did get to the cartoons, I do think wordplay can become too much. And then how you said, like, he was doing too much. It changed the vibe of the whole thing. And then it's like, it's a little too active. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wasn't even sure what he was talking about most of the time. Like, I got the references. I picked up, like, on Zoe 101 and blah, blah, blah. And I knew the references he was making, but I'm like, what are we even talking about?
Well, I think it's kind of like you said. It's like, at that point, what I think probably happened is he made a certain amount of bars, and then he was like, I can keep going, but it changed I don't want to say the structure, but like the base of the poem was lost. It's like, it's no longer about me being the shit. This is now that I can I can play with words. I can put words together. So like the vibe that I got starting from the cartoon references, like the first one, is like, yeah, I'm the shit because I can do this. I guess you can like make that argument. Versus in the beginning of the poem, I think he was really saying like things that make him great and that he does well.
Yeah, and I think that change of tone was kind of jarring because it became a poem all about cartoon references, whereas like the beginning of the poem had nothing to do with cartoon references. So it feels like maybe they should have been two separate poems. It might have landed better. It was also long, 6 minutes, 26 seconds. Took a lot of breaks up on that.
I was gonna say there were a lot of pauses. I think the crowd also kind of messed him up. And to be honest, I think like he was feeling them and they were feeling him, but that made him like lose track of where he was in the poem. So he had to keep starting over, you know? And then I think he was just enjoying it, like being there. Yeah. And I did like that about it.
Yeah, no, the crowd interaction was cool. I'm glad the crowd really liked it. I like that he what was so he's up on stage, he's doing his poem. Oh, so this is how I knew that he was just trying to show off what he came up with, because there would be those like no reaction pauses. Like the crowd didn't cut him off and make him stop. Like he would pause just to look around. Like, I know y'all got that. I did that. And I was like, yeah. I almost made me want to like, man, get y'all out of here with this mic. You ain't special. Like that wasn't so over the top that I was like, damn. But yeah. Also, no, I was really thrown off when he said that number 5 from Codename Kid Next Door was sexy.
Sexy.
Yeah, that was kind of gross.
I wasn't gonna bring that up, bro.
I can't just let that slide, bro. He really said that. He said I used to have a crush on number 5. I was like, fair enough. Like whatever.
I thought he said I still have a crush on number 5.
If he said I still have a crush on number 5, that's even worse. But
that's why I wasn't gonna talk about it.
But regardless,
who am I to judge him, bro?
He went on to say, "Cause she's sexy." That is a child. I know it's an animation, but that is child. That is.
Is Shigo a teenager?
Huh? Is Shigo a teenager?
Shigo a teenager?
No, Shigo's an adult.
Do you know that for sure?
Yeah. All right, we're about to prove this. How old is Shigo? 26, 22, 25, 39, 42? Yeah, she an adult.
Unknown, likely late 30s or early 40s. All right, I'm safe.
You say you're safe? I thought you were about to call me out from that song I have where I say "fuck Kim Possible." I'd rather fuck Shigo.
No. That wasn't about you.
That was all you. That was like
yeah.
And and you know what's crazy? I just grabbed my nuts and put them on the table there, bro. I had no idea. I was like, she got it.
About Shigo?
About Shigo. It could have popped up and been like, Shigo's 16, and I would have had to eat all my words.
I'm about to ask you how you feel about Azula.
Azula in Avatar?
Mm-hmm.
She's like a child too, right? She's like 16, 17?
She's 14, bro.
She's 14? Yeah. Like she has... I feel like that whole show has like... There's a lot of good lessons in there. I get why people like Avatar, but she got that anger, that childish anger, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I see how other teenagers would be like, oh, yeah, I wish Azula was a real person.
I mean, that's how that was then.
Yeah, see? So it's good.
But right? I was also a child when Shigo was out.
Nah, that's fine, too, though, because it's the older woman. They never get as bad of a charge as the...
All right, for sure. Moving on to the poem.
Let's get canceled today.
Right. A minor.
End of the day, there was a lot of verbal acrobatics. It's something that I was very guilty of when I first started writing music. Is I just wanted to show off everything. I'm like, oh, every line could be a bar. Why is not every line a bar? And then I realized I'm like, there's a certain thing called pacing, and when every line's a bar, nothing's a bar. You know?
Yeah.
So.
My homie says like you become corny, but I will say before you put up the poem that I suggested.
Yes.
It is not of the same vibe of these two. It's like more serious, kind of dark, a little depressing, a little bit.
That's what we're here for.
At it. Oh, okay, for sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because that also felt kind of rappy to me.
Oh, this one compared to it was
this one and the last one
together. They had a little rappy. This is not a little rappy.
Nah.
You should record yourself like this,
ago.
Jeremiah. People would watch these clips. You just have a camera in front of your face and do some poetry.
Are you talking about like the homie right here that I can't see, but you apparently can?
Oh, my bad. There you go.
For him to pop up like that after you said what you said, it just makes me laugh. You should record yourself like this, doing some poetry. People listen, maybe.
All right. Just friends. Anything you want to intro, or are we just going?
This has been a theme, I think, for me and the people I know for the past couple weeks. That's why I picked this poem.
Hell,
from what I
remember.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, what up, peoples? It's your boy, Mr. Rob Atchison, coming back at you again. Title of the piece I'm going to do for you today is called Just Friends. Enough in common to like, too much uncommon to date. So we teeter the lines between like, love, and hate. See, sometimes we push, but most times we pull. No longer aware if we're lovers or fools, we'll both admit we slipped, but we were too afraid to fall. So we gave each other enough, but we never gave it our all. I like you. And you like me, but I'm not like you, and you're not like me. They say that opposites attract. Well, they also attack. So some days we're close, others we're unattached. We break and we mend on a regular basis. We're too far to go backwards, too afraid to move forward, so we stay in stasis. Too afraid to fully give our hearts, so we reserve each other spaces. You see, I could be her king, she could be my queen, but we just remain aces. We're either a friendship that went too far or not far enough. Hearts trapped in limbo, hopeful, but not sure if we should trust. So some days we're single, other days we're us. Some days we love, other days we lust. Some days we let go, other days we cuff. So much we want to say, but afraid to discuss. So we bid our goodbyes, but always call each other's bluffs. And we try retreating back to friends, but can never adjust. So we just continue doing whatever this is. It's clear we're not sure what we are nor where we're going, and it appears we prefer it that way because we find freedom in not knowing, and we're often shaken up about breaking up, but we're not even together. Or maybe we are and feel like just remaining titleless is better, because the moment we try to put a name to whatever this is, it starts to crumble. So we continue to tell ourselves we're just friends, momentarily trapped where lovers begin and confusion ends. We slipped. But it was never in our intentions to fall. So do we walk away or continue to crawl back to each other? Because the thought of us with anyone other always seems to reel one of us back in. Won't admit it's become all or nothing, so we try finding our way back to just friends, and we know we're merely renting space in each other's hearts, but we both refuse to be evicted. So this tug of war between all the way in and all the way out leaves us both conflicted. It's clear we're both out of our jurisdictions and far from our comfort zone, and our current location and status is often unknown, and it's hard to move on because we feel uncomfortable with others. Because over a period of time, we built our comfort in each other. So even in your absence, your presence is still felt. So they don't have to see your face or know your name, but they know that you're there. And I can try to deny my feelings as much as I want, but even a blind man can see that I care. You know, I often wrestle with the irony of being the one breaking your heart yet making repairs, because I'm in like, and you're in love. And you just wish the feelings were shared. You know, I've often wished our red flags can turn into green lights. And that I wasn't so affected by my past so you and I could seem right. And I wish light could have turned into love so hurt wouldn't have turned into anger. Because we were once connected at the heart, now just familiar strangers. We couldn't give life to love. But we did manage to put death to friends. And no matter how we try to rewrite the story, we already knew how it would end. We knew better. But we still followed insatiable hearts. Now we're left picking up the pieces of a love we never could start. I liked you, and you liked me, but I wasn't like you, and you weren't like me. So we'll both admit we slipped, but we were too afraid to fall. And we gave each other enough, but we never gave it all. But one of us back.
All right. What do you got to say about that?
Shit. For me personally, this is actually one of my favorite poems. I feel the same way in a different way. I think he really made the feelings clear.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't know if it's for someone who hasn't been through it. It's like if you've been through it, you know, like everything he said. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I think too that I think the personification I really enjoyed also of like not being able to give life to love but putting death to friends.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What else do I think? Based on what I heard, not on what I like. You know what I'm saying? But the poem really activates those feels, or like helps me to relive those experiences, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and even like grow and learn from them. So I think he really, I think he did well in explaining like the love, the like, and the confusion. You know what I mean? It's like I just feel like he took me through the story.
Bet. I do feel like there was not any like real acrobatics here with the words, but the content was powerful.
Yeah.
I agree with you. He took me through the story. One of the lines that left the heaviest weight on me was when he said, "You're in love and I'm in like," and you're just wishing that the feelings were shared. Yeah, that was probably that like is the summation of the whole poem, right? And it takes you through this. What I feel is a modern problem where no one wants to be the one to put the title on things, and people just end up getting hurt because no, we ain't together. Why I gotta act like that? Like, what are you talking about? You're tripping. Bye.
Both slipped, too afraid to fall.
And it's an interesting perspective. It's something that I never really struggle with because I feel like I'm as a serial monogamist, there would just be one long relationship after the other. But I've seen a lot of, especially in my closer friends, and they're like, I think I had to mediate one of them where one of them's like, no, we're definitely together. Look at all the stuff he does. I'm like, did he say that y'all were together?
It's always one of those things, you know, like I told a friend recently that we do this, and she's like, send me the link. So I'm going to end up sending her the link. I want you to know this is not a personal attack against you. However, a lot of my friends and even myself like go through this, which is kind of like, I guess it is part of why I picked it. I do think it's a common problem, like modern day, because everyone's like scared to commit fully and take that full risk. So they do everything that it entails except admit that they're doing it and call it something, which I think he also captured in the poem, like saying, like putting a title to this makes things change.
Yeah, definitely. I don't have a ton else to say on this poem, other than I do enjoy it. This is probably something that I would show the teens that I work with as they come to me with their relationship problems. Yeah, let's get you started on the right foot earlier, but and that wraps it up for me. Ready to head into that 10-minute poetry prompt.
Yeah, do you have one already?
I do not. Do you have one?
I'm holding the book.
He's holding the book. All right. Do you have one that you want to do?
We're same shit, bro. Same
All right.
shit. Pick a number. I'm gonna act
32.
like I turned to that number. 32. 32 is probably around here. There's 3. All right, pick one of the 3.
Bet.
What's the best excuse for being late that you've ever heard or used? Imagine you're out to dinner with a movie character. Write briefly about one thing in your life that's simple and one thing that's complex.
Ooh, I feel like I get jiggy to that simple, complex one. Write about one thing that's simple and one thing that's complex.
In your life.
In my life. I think we'll go with that one.
All right. Big.
All right. Everybody's favorite segment is on. 10 minutes. Let's get it.
All right. Put the timer, bruh.
10 minutes on the clock. The future us is here filling in for past us as they write poems about one thing simple and one thing complex. Pardon that. Wow. First thing we're going to do is jump into the comment section from last week. Jeremiah, there's a new name in the comment section.
Who that is?
Anaya Smee 4749. You know who that is? Well, Anaya, love that you're in the comment section. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully you jump into this week's as well. She said, love this topic. Mad I didn't catch it live. I wonder if she was talking about like the respect for our black queens or the twerking conversation we had at the end.
Or the poetry prompt itself.
Or the poetry prompt. The poetry prompt was good.
Shout out Anaya. If I know you and I said I didn't, I'm sorry. I know a couple of Anayas, but I don't think I know Anaya. You Anaya.
Let's go down to the ever constant, ever present JSO6233. Straight comedy, Jeremiah. That's the real laugh right there. That's the gut laughing a lot. I want to hear that to music. All right. You have a new task, bro.
I appreciate it. I don't know what it is. What is it? What do I put to music? I'm always funny all the time.
Your poem from last week, bro.
Oh, bet. Man, that was real life.
JSO6233. I'm grateful to both of y'all. Each Sunday I'm introduced to a poet or musician that I've never heard. Much appreciated for expanding my repertoire. Last week we put everyone on to La Russell that had not heard La Russell. Have you listened to any more La Russell music?
Me personally, I haven't. Okay, so I know we only have a certain amount of time. So I write my own music. And I have a homie, he's like, every week I'm going to send you a beat. You're going to freestyle to that shit. It's lyrical exercise. So that's what I've been focusing on and putting my creativity into.
All right. We have different writing approaches. Very different writing approaches. As a musician, I listen to a lot of music. And when I hear something that's like, that I haven't attempted to do yet, I'll be like, I could do something like that. And then I go write it like immediately after.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like recently, I've taken I've taken one of my verses. I might as well not even lie, right? Taking one of my verses and I'm breaking down the rhyme scheme and I'm going to do it with multiple verses so that I know I'm not using the same rhyme scheme or be like, ooh, this is what I want to try next on purpose.
Okay. So like, interesting. He putting the science into it, y'all.
Yeah, and I'm hoping like this doesn't come across as like shade, but it's like as to taking inspiration from like someone else, I would rather like I want to take it from myself and be like, you're trash because you haven't done this, you know?
No, everyone gets their inspiration from somewhere. Like I heard Cartel de Santa for one of the first times and I was like, I can make a song like that, but in English because they rap in Spanish.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me just get that beat together. Once I found a beat that was like, this sounds just like them. I got the inspiration. Then that's when I went and wrote Hee Haw. Put it in her ass and make her
remember.
Yeah.
I remember it.
It's a good song. But like it only comes up like when I get that inspiration of like, ooh, I could do a flow like that. But it's just because I don't look at myself and be like, oh, I'm the greatest rapper ever, but I'm like, I could do everything. Like if you there's a flow, you're like, oh my God, only this person has ever had this flow. I'm like, dude, I could do it.
Yeah. You're a one-upper.
Well, I think I am a one-upper. And that's why I hear something, I'm like, I could do that. It makes me want to do it. Mellow, Black Girl Magic, it's a magic one. Having respect for self, getting at them goals, and always having that hustle, doing big things. I appreciate this poet. Mellow was the one that... He was the last one that was up there. I don't remember the content of his poem, but I actually really enjoyed all of these poets from this week, so I agree. On Mellow. If you guys have poems that you guys would like to submit, go ahead and drop those in the comment section as well. I do check them periodically throughout the week, so I'll probably see your recommendation and maybe we can get those poets featured and we can do some breakdowns on some of your guys' favorite poems. That'd be awesome.
You too, JSO. That's why I jumped the gun on that.
Yeah, you jumped one. Hold on, that's the next one. JSO6233, La Russell. Never heard of him before. Thanks for the introduction. Because I'm La Russell. He says that in a lot of his songs. I like La Russell.
I think she meant thanks for introducing him to her.
Thanks for the introduction, right? That's what.
Nothing. Continue.
I was just quoting the La Russell line. What are we talking about?
You're good, bro.
JSO6233, Jeremiah, love you, bruh.
I'm on my YouTube, bro.
JSO6233, Chanel, that was deep. That was real heavy. I could feel the torture from the grandma that she was describing. It had me captured from the beginning to the end. Yeah, that was tough. Like, if you really try and put yourself in that situation, your grandma has like Alzheimer's and dementia or whatever she's going through, and she's struggling to remember, but she just remembers that she hates your grandpa, is wild.
Right. Not even your grandpa, just the bitches he was fucking on accident.
Right, on accident, Jeremiah, you're a bad person.
You know, sometimes it takes a bad person to become a good one.
You say, am I a bad person or am I just understanding?
Right. I mean, it's just both sides, bro. He made a mistake. It was an accident.
We had Jovan, not Medea in the grip ball. I did like that line when he brings up that's what Medea had the grits on the stove for.
Yeah.
And with the grits, then with the pan, with the grits. The pan. Have you seen that? No one?
Have I seen no one?
Have you seen that Medea movie? I don't remember which one it is. I think it's Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think that's Diary of a Mad Black Woman, but I don't think that's a Medea movie though. Medea's in it.
Is she
that
okay?
What makes it a Medea movie?
If Medea's in it, it's a Medea movie, bro. Like, we're not going to see it for the other characters.
Well, I just like, okay, you know, don't smite me in the comments. Don't smite me in real life. I'm not a big fan of Medea. Medea kind of annoys me most times. In Diary of a Mad Black Woman, I enjoyed her character, their character, but the character. But I mean, outside of that, Medea is kind of annoying to me.
Wow.
He, she, them, they make me want to punch them. He, she in the face.
You want to punch a she in the face?
Pronouns. I don't know if Medea is a she.
Like the part,
like Medea is a she,
but Tyler Perry is. Have you seen that South Park episode where Tyler Perry shows up in South Park and starts making like the general like black people jokes, and Token keeps laughing and just handing him money, and Cartman is like, "Token, stop giving Tyler Perry money. He'll never go away if you don't stop giving him money."
No, but I agree.
Stop giving Tyler Perry money.
Please. Stop giving Tyler Perry money.
And then every time like he'd say something, Token would just show up in the scene and like giggle and then pull out money out of his pocket and give it to him.
Ridiculous. And you know, I don't even want to hate on Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is great, I guess.
Jonas, sounds like you have non-negotiables. I can appreciate that. Twerking. Yeah. I got me some non-negotiables now. I ain't have that when I was all that young, but I got them now as I'm getting gray in the head.
I've been talking to people about that. I just want you to know, and you're wrong.
No. The mask can be wrong. That's fine.
But they're not.
They can't
Hate seeing ads? Here's how to get rid of them or get paid to see them. Do you know how much is a...
let me get this ad out the way. Tell me, how am I wrong?
What are you talking about?
We're talking about the twerking. How am I wrong?
I don't think it diminishes black culture.
I don't know if I talked about this with you or in a side conversation after about how why does every other culture have intimacy in their dances? And black culture.
Asking if it was me? It wasn't me.
It wasn't you? Okay, so think about this. In every other culture where they're doing their intimate, like their mating dances, the couple is face to face, creating a bond.
Mating dances?
That's the core of what we put it at, right? Like if I'm twerking on someone, I'm doing a mating dance, bro. Like,
I don't know if it started like that. I think personally, maybe before I said you're wrong, I should have done this. Like the origin of twerking, I don't think is what it is today, bro.
Well, what's the origin is not a mating dance? I feel like that makes it even worse. That's even more whorish.
I don't know if it's like, I don't think it's like a mating dance, but it's kind of like, it makes me think of like, I grew up in church. It's like, what kind of dancing is praise and worship when you're at church? Like what? I ain't even finished. I'm going first.
Oh, okay. Let me stop sharing. Let's see what you came up with, sir. One thing simple, one thing complex. How are you feeling about the poem, even though you ain't finished?
It took me a while to even decide what I was going to try and do for the poem.
Okay.
Knowing I also only had 10 minutes, I just started typing things as I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Figured out what I wanted to do, had no idea how to do it. I think I was at like 6 minutes and I was like, okay, we're just gonna try it. Then I was typing and I was like, this ain't no poem, bruh. Like, this is more like a journal entry. Make it poem.
Make it poem.
I never went back. I was like, okay, I know how to like try. I'm obviously going to have to rewrite this.
Okay. So let's see what you came up with on the fly.
Oh shit! I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. All right. It's doing a countdown. Wait. Just hold on.
Okay. I was about to say, we can't see nothing.
Nah, bro. I'm not like you. There you go. All right. What's the prompt?
One simple.
One thing simple.
Yeah, and one complex.
And then one thing complex. Cool. Something simple. Waking up. Getting dressed. Going to work. Doing my job. Going home. Going to the gym. Eating. Taking a shower. Doing the dishes. Going to bed. The one thing that's simple about my life is living it. Living doesn't require any effort. I'm alive for as long as I'm alive. I don't have to actually do anything. One thing that's complex about my life is feeling alive. I wake up and fight to get out of bed. I know that I don't have to. It feels more comfortable to stay here. If I never left my bed again, I'd be alive. I'd do it nonetheless. I move on to getting dressed. There's so many choices and I'm not sure what to pick. Does it matter either way? I'll have clothes on my back for the job that I do. So I'll move on to that. I'm at work. My job is easy. Check the cars repeatedly. People's feelings get involved, some independent and some needy. I know there's one thing to do. Either way, I get it done. Why should I let their feelings affect me? After this, I'm going home. Traffic is a burden, the dangers of which I'm too aware. All I have to do is drive. If I get cut off, why should I care?
Timer.
Half poem. Right. Timer.
That's time in the round. That's time in the round.
Right. Come on, bro. Can't even spell poem.
I thought you spelled it wrong on purpose.
Nah, I just don't know how to spell.
All right. Well, I see what you're getting into here. Just this elegy of why life is so simple at its core. And I guess the implied meaning is that we make it complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, you're right. It's not very poemy, but it has flow. It has rhythm to it. It has attitude as well. Your attitude screams through this one. I'd like to see what you turn it into when it comes back. But again, like the flow, check the cars repeatedly. People's feelings get involved, some independent, some needy. I know there's one thing to do. Either way, I get it done. Why should their feelings affect me after this? I'm going home. Like, there's definitely that Jeremiah flow to it. And there's a message in there that I think is good for people to understand. Like, dude, our life is not... we make it hard. Like, the motions, we don't do them anyway. Like,
100%.
The difficulty is all your perception.
100%.
All right.
But yeah, that is pretty much what I was getting at. So, I mean, yeah. That's it.
So, with mine, before we pull it up, I did kind of the same idea where I want to write about one thing that is both the simple and the complex.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing that I chose is love, because I wanted to write another gaslighting poem.
I thought you were gonna say relationships.
But no, the idea of love. This is a fun one. Again, takes me. Just because I am the author does not mean that these are my personal feelings. I just got creative with it, got jiggy with it, and I think it came out pretty good. I had like 2 minutes left when I finished, and I also had to get up and go tell my dog to be quiet because he was freaking out because my girl left to go to Target. And so I gotta do this now. With the extra 2 minutes, I tried to clean up the ending of it, but we'll see how it came out. I don't know if I really like the ending. It was a bit forced. Love is so simple. It's easy. I just do what she wants and she needs. She can see me so large and in charge, I'm feeling policey. But with a sudden policy change, climate subversion, mental gymnastics, and blame aversion, she suddenly don't need me. So I simply create problems that she needs me to solve. Love is simple. It's easy. I got the cuffs to tie her down. Who has the key? Wow, she needs me. She is so proud, independent. She does not fear the world, but if she fears me, then she fears men. So who makes her feel safe then? She holds my arms tighter when trench coats pass by. She says she loves me when she hears random noises at night and I get out of bed, bare and under ruse to combat whatever disturbance can or might be a ruse. Love is so simple, it's easy. I just do what she wants. She just doesn't know what it is, so I have to come up with lots. Love is easy when I get to tell her what to love, remind her that she is full of stuff that nobody could ever want. When she needs me like a blanket in the winter to feel warm, but I'm the same source that makes her feel cold inside. My love is superficial. I don't want love that I can't put hands on. Love is so simple to grasp with the tips of my fingers, I can take her breath away. It is easy to grip in bundles like the hair on your head. I just do what she wants. Go ahead and ask her. Poem.
All right. Is it what she wants? Is it what she wants?
And that's the ask her.
I feel like I can't. Based on the poem, I feel like I cannot. I don't know. In terms of what you said, I wanted to write another gaslighter poem. I think you did your job. I feel gaslit, and it's not even me.
My favorite line right here is, but I am the same source that makes her feel cold inside. My love is superficial. I don't want love that I can't put hands on.
Yeah.
I was really proud of that one.
No, mine is love is simple. It's easy. I got the cuffs to tie her down. Who has the key? Wow, she needs me. It's like you put her in the predicament, to need you, which is like the whole idea. But I think that's my favorite line. Re-going through it. Also, she doesn't know what that is. Like, okay, love is so simple. It's easy. I just do what she wants. She doesn't know what it is, so I have to come up with lots.
Mm.
That's probably competing for my favorite line also, or I guess lines. But I think it does explain. It's like, it's easy in terms of like you're making it simple. Like these are the steps. But then it's like actually doing that is difficult.
Yeah, that was the goal.
Yeah, and personally, I kind of relate to some of that stuff. It's like, even in like, okay, let's think of something like common, right? One of the common things, it's like, what do you want to eat? She doesn't fucking know, so you have to come up with it. You know what I mean?
Right, so even outside of gaslighting, it's still...
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. To me, that's why it's like, on one end, feels gaslighty because in essence it is. And on the other end, maybe being the gaslighter myself, it's like, nah, bruh. This really what it is. So I am actually curious, and I think like we're both men, so obviously it's like I'm curious about what a woman's perspective would be on the poem itself.
No, we get Destiny Gray to come on and share her opinion on the poem. All the women in the comment section, share your opinions on this poem. Yeah, I definitely there is like that. There I can see there's elements of a general relationship, right? Where it's like a relationship is transactional at the end of the day. So it's like when she doesn't know what she wants, you got to kind of make her want you. I hoped that my hints at domestic violence, like overshadowed the poem, so that it was clear that this was an abusive relationship. But that's crazy. I have a smile on my face saying, yeah, I wrote this poem about domestic violence. Like, I just think it's good. Not like the whole poem. I definitely could rework it, but I just think like those parts, like I love it so simple to grasp with the tips of my fingers. I could take her breath away. Like that's a
yeah.
I should write a whole poem about domestic violence. Like,
well, I think to me, it's like, I don't only get domestic violence though.
Well, right. You took something else from the poem.
Yeah, I wonder if that makes me a nutcase.
Nah, because like you highlighted lines that you can take and apply elsewhere. It's not like you took the tips of my fingers. I can take her breath away, and you were like, yeah, that's so beautiful.
But it's not to say that I don't think that.
Well, the other way too is like if you take it as caressing.
Yeah, it's not necessarily always abuse. I don't know, bro. I feel like it's pretty well written. Kind of like in terms of, I just think it's a little more difficult. So like in terms of with the first poem that we went over today, and I was like, he painted the picture so clear, but you can be on either side of it. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I'm getting from this poem. Just it's not necessarily as easy. I think like you have to have been in the situation, seen the situation, like relate to the situation to be able to see multiple sides, which is like usually with any writing, you know what I mean? It's like, what is it? It's all about interpretation.
Yeah. Someone's going to interpret it some way, but I'm glad that my message of the domestic violence and gaslighting is the first one that comes through. And if you guys disagree, leave it in the comment section below. If you thought this poem was about just a wonderful, happy, romantic relationship, go ahead and seek help.
Go ahead and call somebody, but not me.
Not me. Don't call me. Leave a message in the comments, and we'll get to it a week from now.
Right. Next week, you might get saved, but you have to survive the week.
Just the week. And who knows how long you've been doing it. I think you got another week in you.
Right. You can do anything.
Just cancel me now. That
might be the strength, bro. That might be the strength.
Anything else to say here? Can we jump into closing statements?
Let me think. Nah, we straight. Closing statements.
All right. You want to lead us off, or you want me to?
First off, don't ever watch me in a poem like that again. Ugh, I'll punch you. What is it? Hold on. Nah, I can't say that. I was going to take words from your poem, but... So, let me think. What statements do I want to close with? Yeah, that's it. What are the categories of dancing? If there's like mating, then what are the other ones?
There's
thirsty ass. Stop drinking, bro. Answer the question.
I'm not drinking. I'm thinking. Like what? I'm confused. With so you have like dancing like the church, right? So you're saying like praise of Jesus.
Yeah, like what are the other categories with dancing?
There's like solo. So we could dance. I don't know. Let's see.
Can you hear my small child screaming?
I cannot. No.
It has roots in the Caribbean and Latin America as well.
What did you read?
Twerking origins are in African and African American dance traditions, and it has roots in the Caribbean and Latin American as well. Caribbean and Latin America, twerking is descended from sacred dances and the worship of Afro-diasporic. Is that the word?
Did you say twerking is a sacred?
Yes, diasporic deities in Brazil, Cuba, and Haiti. Like twerking itself versus like twerking we know.
Who are those deities?
I think are different twerks. Afro diasporic deities. Is that what is that the word?
Aphrodisiac?
No, mother. DIASPORIC. What is that word?
DIA? You gotta keep going. I'm just typing it right now.
I already typed it. So some of those deities, oh hell no, I'm not doing it. I'm not reading these names. So I will go back and just DIASP ORIC.
Deities. Ocean, divinity, purity, Obatala. Create the earth, but failed, tasked by being drunk on palm wine. Whoa, come on.
Keep reading. Read all.
I'll just you're not out to Mawu. No real description in the quick description. That's the one we just read, right? Oh yeah. Oh no, that was Obatala. Oh yeah.
Hey,
Winds, violent storms, river deity regarded as a deity of children, able to provide her children devotees those who come back to her banks of the Niger River. So the river essentially. And storms. Babalu Aye. Infectious disease promotes the cure for illness though. Oduda means the black one. Ooh. So as a hunter, sometimes an herbalist farmer. So which ones? Which ones?
I didn't twerking when we get this technical.
I didn't either. African origins of twerking. Which god is associated with? Twerking is a rhythmic gyrating of lower fleshy extremities in a lascivious manner with the intent to elicit sexual arousal or laughter in one's intended audience. Tell me that's not a mating dance, sexual arousal, or so it's either sexual arousal or satirical. Receive considerable notoriety. In Cyrus's case, rating black women as props. What?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And misguided attempt to shed her Disney Channel roots.
That's Miley Cyrus, though, right? It's the Miley thing.
Yeah, that's the top part of that. Hold on. I'm trying to find the god portion. And Africans widely accepted. Okay, here we go. From its origins, Mapuka was a celebratory dance for festivals by Africans. It was widely accepted because people believe this dance led to encounters with God. Researchers showed that Mapuka has been used as a way to decide mates for many young men and women as well. So it's a mating dance, bro.
In a way.
So I back to my original point. Every other country's mating dances, and you can look at this like in like by I can't say the word baile folclórico. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Folclórico.
How the hell was I supposed to know you were trying to say that?
I thought it was common enough that's like that's a dance style.
Dude, I just started
folclórico.
reading a couple weeks ago.
So, anyways, the like all of those dances are face to face. There's a certain level of mutual intimacy there.
They ain't face to face with God.
Who? What?
They believe they're dancing with God, right? They dance for God.
The
when
one. No, I'm talking about all other countries' mating dances are face to face. Like they are. I shouldn't say all because I'm sure that there's so many countries that I don't know. But like, how come there are so many other countries' mating dances and their cultures that their dances are face to face and like have mutual respect for both parties? And if I were to say, oh, what's black cultures? And we say, well, twerking is our courting dance, our mating dance. I got to bend the girl over and she got her hands on it. She's not looking at you. Like there's nothing to be shared there. There's
really a certain in touch with God, bro. There's a certain don't really fuck with God like that, bro. That's why. Bro.
There's a certain level of dehumanism that goes on with that. A certain level
because it's godly, bro. You can't be God and human, bro.
There's a certain level of intimacy that's lacking, and I don't know all the science behind it because I'm not a sociologist. I'm just someone who looks at things and makes comments, right?
Same.
Black women are the highest rate of single mothers, and we are the ones that have the mating dance that is not mutually intimate.
I can't argue, but I'll be back next week to argue again.
Like, oh, y'all want to twerk? Go twerk. I just don't like.
He just hates you if you do it, and he.
I really don't. I don't hate hoes. You could be a hoe. It's just.
You're a liar. He hates you and he thinks you're. I know your opinion better than you.
I don't hate anyone. I don't hate anyone. He thinks
you're a hoe and he thinks you don't deserve love or a relationship with whatever God you may or may not believe.
I don't hate anyone. In fact, this image right here, that's a badass image right there.
Can't even see the image. All I see is token.
Oh, am I sharing the rock tag? He said, all I see is token.
I don't even think that was token. Was that tweet?
I don't know. I wasn't even on that tab. Can you see this one now?
Yeah.
I think this image is a badass image.
Badass like what? Man, close this shit before your girlfriend breaks up with you, bro.
She's not gonna break up with me, bro. She needs me.
Fuck, I knew you were gonna say that. Perfect stuff.
All right, we'll catch y'all next week. Bye.